Hey there, future programmers! Welcome to the exciting world of Python, a language that opens up endless possibilities in the realm of coding and technology. Let's dive into the world of Python. Whether you're a complete beginner or someone with a bit of coding experience, Python is a fantastic language to start with. It's designed to be easy to read and simple to write, making it accessible for everyone. Python is a programming language known for its readability and versatility. It's used in a variety of fields, from web development to data science, artificial intelligence, and even game development. Its clean and straightforward syntax allows you to focus on learning programming concepts without getting bogged down by complex syntax rules. Think of it as a way to tell your computer what to do, using instructions it understands. With Python, you can write scripts to automate tasks, develop web applications, analyze data, and much more. It's like having a conversation with your computer where you give it commands and it executes them for you. Why is Python so popular? It's beginner-friendly. The language was designed with the newcomer in mind, making it an excellent choice for those who are just starting their programming journey. Its simplicity doesn't mean it's any less powerful, though. Python is used by professionals across various industries. The syntax, or the way we write code, is close to plain English. This means you can often guess what a piece of code does just by looking at it. For example, if you want to print something on the screen, you simply use the print function. This intuitive approach helps you grasp programming concepts faster. This makes it easier to learn and understand compared to some other languages. You don't need to worry about complex syntax rules or memorizing a lot of commands. Instead, you can focus on solving problems and building projects, which is the fun part of programming. And guess what? Python is used by giants like Google, Instagram, and even NASA. These organizations rely on Python for various tasks, from developing web applications to analyzing vast amounts of data. Knowing Python can open doors to exciting career opportunities in some of the world's leading tech companies. So whether you're building websites, analyzing data, or creating games, Python has something for you. Its extensive libraries and frameworks make it a versatile tool for any project. You can use Django for web development, Pandas for data analysis, or Pygame for game development. The possibilities are endless. Ready to get started? Let's go. With Python, you're not just learning a programming language. You're joining a vibrant community of developers who are eager to share their knowledge and help you succeed. So, fire up your computer, open your code editor, and let's embark on this exciting journey together. Imagine a box where you can store things. This box can hold various items, and you can label it to know exactly what's inside. In Python, we call these boxes variables. Just like a real box, a variable can hold different types of information, and you can give it a name to identify it. We give them names so we can easily find them later. Think of it as labeling your boxes in a storage room. Without labels, it would be hard to find what you're looking for. But what can we put inside? Just like you can store different items in a box, you can store different types of data in a variable. Python has different data types for different kinds of information. These data types help Python understand what kind of data it is dealing with. We have several common data types in Python. Let's start with integers. Integers are whole numbers like 10, 25, or 1000. They don't have any decimal points and are used for counting or indexing. Next, we have floats. Floats are numbers with decimals like 3.14, 2.7, or 9.81. They are used when precision is needed, such as in measurements or financial calculations. Then there are strings. Strings are text enclosed in quotes like, "Hello world," or "Python is fun." They are used for storing words, sentences, or any characters. Lastly, we have Booleans. Booleans represent true or false values, used for logic. They are essential in decision-making processes in your code. Assigning values to variables is simple. You just need to use the equals sign to assign a value to a variable name. For example, age equals 25. Here, age is the variable name, and 25 is the value assigned to it. This is an integer. Another example is price equals 19.99. In this case, price is the variable name, and 19.99 is the value. This is a float. Similarly, message equals welcome. Here, message is the variable name, and welcome is the value. This is a string. Finally, is underscore active equals true. In this example, is underscore active is the variable name, and true is the value. This is a Boolean. See? Easy peasy. With these basics, you can start creating and using variables in Python to store and manipulate data effectively. Now that we can store information, let's dive deeper into how we can manipulate and utilize this information effectively using operators. Operators are fundamental tools in programming that allow us to perform a variety of tasks, from simple arithmetic to complex logical operations. Let's start with arithmetic operators. These are the basic building blocks for performing mathematical calculations in your code. Think of them as symbols that perform actions on numbers. Arithmetic operators include plus, addition, which is used to add two numbers together. For example, 3 plus 2 will give you 5. Asterisk, multiplication, which multiplies two numbers. For instance, 3 asterisk 2 equals 6. Slash, division, which divides one number by another. For example, 6 halves results in 3. In addition to these basic operators, Python also provides more specialized arithmetic operators. Double slash, floor division, which gives the whole number result of a division, discarding any remainder. For example, 7//2 will give you 3. Percent modulo, which gives the remainder of a division. For instance, 7% 2 will result in 1. Double asterisk, exponentiation, which raises a number to a power. For example, 2 asterisk asterisk 3 will give you 8, as it calculates 2 raised to the power of 3. Next, let's explore comparison operators. These operators are used to compare two values and return a Boolean result, which is either true or false. They are essential for making decisions in your code. Comparison operators include double equals equals, which checks if two values are equal. For example, 3 equals sign 3 will return true. Exclamation mark equals, not equals, which checks if two values are not equal. For instance, 3 equals sign 2 will return true. Less than, which checks if the value on the left is smaller than the value on the right. For example, 2, 3 will return true. Greater than, which checks if the value on the left is larger than the value on the right. For instance, 3, 2 will return true, less than or equal. To which checks if the value on the left is smaller than or equal to the value on the right. For example, 2 equals sign 3 will return true. Greater than or equal to, which checks if the value on the left is larger than or equal to the value on the right. For instance, 3 equals sign 2 will return true. Finally, let's discuss logical operators. These operators are used to combine multiple conditions and return a Boolean result. They are crucial for creating complex logical expressions in your code. Logical operators include and, which returns true if both conditions are true. For example, 3, 2, and 2, 3 will return true. Or which returns true if at least one condition is true. For instance, 3, 2, or 2, 3 will return true. Not which reverses the truth value of a condition. For example, not 3, 2 will return false. These operators allow us to perform calculations, compare values, and make decisions in our code. By mastering these operators, you can write more efficient and effective programs. Whether you're performing simple arithmetic, making comparisons, or constructing complex logical conditions, understanding how to use these operators is key to becoming a proficient programmer. So, take your time to practice and experiment with these operators in your code. The more you use them, the more intuitive they will become. Happy coding! Controlling the flow if, else, and loops. In real life, we make decisions based on conditions. If it's raining, take an umbrella. Python uses conditional statements for this. Python temperature equals sign 28 if temperature, 30 elif temperature, 20 else. Loops help us repeat actions. Imagine baking cookies. You don't bake one and stop, right? The for loop repeats code for a specific number of times. Python for I in range 5 hash repeats 5 times. The while loop repeats as long as a condition is true. Python count equals sign 0 while count. 5 count equals sign count plus 1. Remember, indentation is crucial in Python. It tells the computer which lines of code belong to which block. Reusable blocks of code functions. Let's say you're baking those cookies again. Instead of writing the entire recipe each time, wouldn't it be easier to have a shortcut? That's what functions are in Python. Python def greet name, print, hello, name plus, greet, Alice, greet, Bob. We define a function using, give it a name, and put the instructions inside. Then, we can call the function whenever we need it. Functions can also take arguments, like ingredients, and return values, like delicious cookies. Functions make our code organized, reusable, and easier to manage.